Welcome back to another Sims 4 Legacy Challenge featuring Cara Davis Part 2. What's up, everybody? This is your girl Mona Lisa, aka X Sims Life here, and I am so glad you guys are back to my channel. Lego. Okay, so I know it was a lot to take in, a lot of information that was just in your face, a lot of dialogue, so I just wanted to just slow my roll, take a deep breath, bring it all back and wrap it all in a nice little pretty bow for y'all, just so you guys can understand a little bit of where Cara and Max's history kind of started. Let's go, y'all. All right, so little Miss Cara here is invited her friend Amelia out, and Amelia was her doctor friend that she met at the hospital. Yes, so she needs to tell Amelia everything that happened in the last 3 days that has just drove her crazy and made her mind explode. Okay, you guys, so in the last part, I basically just told you guys a little bit, well, actually a lot about Cara and Max's history that they never knew until a couple days ago. Okay, so Cara, after just splitting things off with Grayson, saying she can't go through with the wedding, she just needs to figure out what she really wants in life. She doesn't want to be a doctor. She wants to pursue her dreams as a fashion stylist. So she joined the style influence career, which we still need to interview at least one more person, which I think will be Amelia Ivy right here. And so Cara, after breaking up with Grayson, listened to a voicemail. She basically listened to a voicemail that Max left her because he found files in the attic after he was cleaning things up there for his parents, and he found a paperwork. He doesn't know her parents at all, so all he saw was their last name matched her last name, and the fact that they had a picture of Cara, and there was a I think like a money contract stating that money would be sent to them for marriage once the marriage went through, $500,000, and he was just reading all this stuff and he was just confused. Then all of a sudden confusion turned to anger, and then all of a sudden he started assuming that she moved next door 6 years ago, coincidentally after his parents and his sister passed away, that she moved next door coincidentally. At that same exact time, and the fact that he just assumed that she moved there just so that she can woo him or to be in a relationship with him just so that she can get this money, because all he's seeing is that she's living in a freaking hut, basically poor. She's down to $3 to her name, and he's just thinking all the worst things about her. But he, like, she's lived there for 6 years, and those 3 years he was burying his family. The first 3 years of those 6 years he was burying his family. He was basically in the CEO career. He was traveling. He wasn't there around until the last 3 years of those 6 years, and for those 3 years they got to know each other, and all of a sudden he started assuming all these things that weren't true about her, but he just couldn't you know wrap his mind around it because he didn't have the time to think all all through until he slept through it that night. And then she called him the next morning, because he wasn't answering her text messages, and he just said, come to the restaurant, I'll tell you all about it. And he wasn't as mad as his exterior demeanor was, uh, but he wanted just to find out the truth from her, so he kind of came off a little bit strong. And I was trying to get them to argue, but they weren't arguing the way I wanted them to. And she was just like, listen, I had no idea, you know, about this. I didn't know my parents were doing this type of dealings behind my back. Like, I was in boarding school half my life, and they were around uh, doing Sims Without Borders with their company, because they're scientists, and they were out there trying to cure diseases, and they had a lot of doctorate degrees, so they were needed in that field. And they were a great help with Sims Without Borders, and there was a great organization, and they had their own fundings and their own businesses, side practices, and she never knew really the bigger picture of all of that. Her parents put a great facade on, because all they did was talk to her over the phone or through voice messengers, or through video messengers, or they would visit maybe a couple times out of the year, but that was about it. So she really didn't get to know her parents as much. So there was a bond, but there really wasn't one. And so she was trying to reassure him that that was not true. But then again, and also the part of the contract is that he would get a $500,000 if he married her as well, with offshore accounts that he never knew anything about until he found this information. And so she's thinking that maybe he came back from his travels to, because he found out 3 years prior, um, and came back to try to woo her so he can get even more money out of greed, and because he was like his family. And so all these things, they were just throwing and flying, and all these accusations flying everywhere. They finally calmed down and took a deep breath and realized they were both out of the loop. And this was crazy how they were just thrown all of a sudden in each other's lives in a faded kind of way. Because I love them. I love their story. I love their history. And it was crazy. So he left with all the boxes. He said, you know what, let's just call it a night and let's talk tomorrow and, see how we feel about all of this. So he leaves, but she stays back because she has to do a little bit more interviewing for her job again and trying to make some money. And so she just ends up going to the bar and just talking to a couple people. And then this guy, she notices, is standing really close to her and close to her drink. And as she's talking to this bartender, she noticed he tries to slip something in her drink, but she just like ignores him and just gets up out of her seat and just walks away. And he starts following her like stranger danger. Oh my goodness, you guys, his name literally caused me to have some freaking flashbacks. I mean, I'm just gonna let y'all witness this yourself. So I'm gonna put that like right here.
She did her duty. She interviewed people. She got to know people. She is connecting. She is just being very. And why are you following me? Stranger danger. Why are you following me? Do not follow me. Why? Yo, get away from me. Get away from me. Nathan. Oh my gosh, you know, is my ex-husband's name. I knew you was a psychopath. Let's go. Let's go. He's following you, girl. He's right behind you.
Anyway, you guys. So yeah, isn't that freaking crazy? Psychopath. So she gets home and she's literally on the verge. She's scared. She's upset. Her mind is going crazy. All she wants to do is talk to somebody, vent, scream, cry, but she didn't want to do it around anybody. She basically got home. She saw that there was something in her mailbox. She grabbed all her mail, threw it in her purse, and she stepped inside and started bawling her eyes out, you guys. And it broke my heart because Cara is like, this is 6 years later after the fact that her parents vanished. His parents and his sister, died in a car crash. They're finally like finding out the truth 6 years later, and she basically almost was kidnapped by a stalker that literally had the same name as my ex. Oh my goodness. And now she's just like, she needed to get out. She needed to get out. But I needed to show you guys like her tears, show you guys how she just let it all out. Because she's not going to show anybody. She doesn't want to. She's not that type of person. She's going to bottle it all in and she is going to keep it to herself and wait till everybody's gone. So you guys, but I need to show you, everything about Cara and why I love her so much. So take a look.
Lovely story that will shine a ray of light upon our hearts and bring back a long lost glory of how it used to be. Baby, you and me.
Okay, you guys, so that was emotional. I was freaking crying. Like, were you crying? Cause that just, oh. Anyway, so she woke up after just basically passing out in bed. She just woke up the next morning and she's like, I need to go out. I need to do something. Um, but what can I do? Like Amelia wasn't available. She didn't really want to talk to Max much. Max did say that he did put something in her mailbox and she got it. She said she hasn't had the time, but she will when she does. But she just had to go out and do something. So she came out to this arcade and she was here since like um I think last night she was here for like at least 2 days in this arcade, and this arcade is where she met Max. It has a club upstairs with even more games and everything like that. So she was just here just interviewing people, but now she has to keep on interviewing people, and I feel like she hasn't really progressed that much in her career. But she had to tell Amelia what has been going on. So Amelia finally had the time. It is now 12 in the morning, and she's going to interview Amelia since she is here, and she's going to tell Amelia everything that's been going on, you guys. And I just wanted to make these first two episodes all about just explaining the backstory that I finally was able to figure out, and I wanted you guys to just be thrown into drama and secrets and truths and just mind-blowing conspiracies. Like, wow. Leave down in the comment section below what you guys think about Cara's and Max's history and what their parents basically did in the background. Basically pawned them to be married just for so that their two families could solidify and grow a bigger empire. Like, would they get married just for the money, or would they just say, "How about we just do our own things for right now and figure things out as we go along?" But I don't know, you guys, but I really do love their story. So Cara right now wants to talk to Amelia, wants her to know what she has been dealing with. And I think she needs to be resetted because she is just being complicated right now. So she is going to say hello to Amelia. Thank you for coming. She is so excited that she is here. And she just want to tell her, like, girl, you don't know what has been going on. I broke things off with Grace and I had to tell him the truth. Like, look, I think the only reason why I said yes is because I wanted to follow in my parents' footsteps. And I think that, I just felt like I couldn't say no because we were in a room full of people. And I don't know. I thought that I wanted to start my legacy so soon, but I realized that maybe I just needed some time to figure me out. And but he understood, and he's like, we can always be friends. So hopefully, that stays true and it's not awkward. But if it is awkward, oh well. Uh, she ain't tripping about it. But she did some renovating inside her house. She put the picture up of her and Max, and she sold the pictures of her and Grayson so she could get some money. So she was up like $100, and then she tried to get like a planter box inside her home so she could start planting like greenhouse style. But like that wasn't working because I think it's wintertime, and so she got her money back, but it was less. So her money just kept dwindling and dwindling, and then Max just wanted to take her out for like a glass of wine in the morning time, acting like it was 5 o'clock somewhere, but she was like running out of money quickly. So she kind of was like, Max, maybe we should just take a couple days to just spend some time apart just to figure all this out, just to digest it all. Like, as much as she would love to be next to him, like her mind and her heart is just not in it, you guys. And I just need her to shake up out of this. I don't know why she is just freezing up on me. Amelia, please go here. Like, do something. Move. Maybe if you move, you will be able to talk to this chick. Or maybe I need to reset Amelia. Did I call Cara Amelia? Oops, my bad. Cara, like, please move. And Amelia, move. So, maybe they could just talk to each other and she could finally say, like, Amelia, best friend, please give me some freaking advice. Because, like, my life is in shambles. Like, I just realized my parents are crooked, you know, smart, but crooked. You know what I'm saying? Smart and crooked. They just put on a facade for all these years and put me in boarding school because they were so more invested in their businesses and in their money, that they used me as a pawn for a business scheme. And it's just, and Max just, and she was like, well, maybe you came back just to woo me, just to get into this marriage so you can get more money. And he's like, honey, I'm already rich. So she's like, I'm rich too. It's just they can't find my parents' bodies, so I can't get my inheritance. And she's just letting him know that she is in his hemisphere, but she's right now just figuring her life out on her own. And she's done that since day one. So it ain't nothing new. So she's here just talking to her best friend Amelia, and she's just wanting her to know, like, girl, please let me just interview you real quick for my job. Thank you so much for doing this. And then I just want to tell you what has been going on in me life. Like, la vida es loca. My life is crazy. I just want you to know there's money involved, schemes and everything. She's letting Amelia know what her parents has done. Amelia's like, oh my gosh, we should go out to eat and you should tell me more about this because I'm hungry. And she's like, yeah, me too. I'm hungry too. And so maybe they should, but she's right now, she's like, girl, just listen to me for 1 second. And this guy is like looking like a bodyguard. Um, she's like, girl, let me just tell you, let me pause this real quick because I want them to have a really good dialogue. Because Amelia, look at Amelia. I did them all up. I realized I couldn't put it in a video updating all the characters because there were so many of them that I needed to update and to create new outfits for. And so she is going to tell Amelia a secret. I really wanted to tell her a good secret. I wanted to tell her everything. Um, so she is going to gossip. She is going to gossip. She's going to give her best friend the tea. She's going to be like, girl, you're not going to believe it. Like, I'm going to get to know you too. She's like, oh, oh my gosh, you guys, like, I am shaking. I am so, so, so shaking. And Max is trying to hit up Cara, texting her saying, did you open the mail? Open in the letter. She's like, wait, what letter? She's like, the letter that I put in the mailbox for you that was addressed to you. I didn't recognize the handwriting, so I just assumed obviously it wasn't my parents, so it belonged to you because it's addressed to you. So I looked it in your mailbox. She's like, yeah, I'll get to it. But right now I'm just out with Amelia, and um, I think she's just pushing it off because she's just not ready to even look at it. She doesn't even want to even, she just wants to pretend like it's not even there right now, but she can't, you know, avoid the truth any longer. But she's right here just telling Amelia, like, listen, I had to break it off with Grayson. I had to tell him the truth that I wasn't in love with him. I love Max. And then Max just told me a Pandora box of a freaking uh news that just is leaving me basically speechless. And right now, like, I want to tell you everything, but at the same time, I want you to distract me and tell me what's been going on in your life. And she's like, well, I have a really good friend named, I think it's Arlene. I don't want to like say her name wrong, you guys, because she is so adorable. She was getting her, yearly checkup, and I was talking to her about her life and what's been going on. And her oldest is a daughter named Ariel, I think. And so here's Arlene, and I do want to make the group, their group, so that when I do like want them to get together, they can just do it automatically. So I think that will be the next part. I want to introduce Arlene and her story, but it does have to do with her being a runaway teen that's pregnant, and so much to her story and how she came up in life and started this group and foundation, and how Amelia met her at the hospital, and how she joined this group, and that she thinks um, that Cara should join this group too, because it's a good group that the ladies just support each other, and the ladies who all have been through different types of walks in life. And so they're just talking and discussing what's been going on in their lives, and I just, you can't believe it. And Cara's like, do you think I did a good thing breaking up with Grace? And she's like, yes, definitely. Like, it's no point stringing somebody along if you don't really freaking love them. You know what I mean? Like, that's not okay either. So they're basically here just making sure they're just okay and everything is doing good with each other, and they missed each other. They've always been like always going out. They've been to the spa together, shopping. They've, when they work together 24/7, always on call and on duty, they were always just there. And now, you could tell like their relationship really dwindled because it's been a while. It's been a while. So I'm just glad she's here, just discussing about the things they like and what's been going on. And I just like that she just took the time to just step away from Max and Grayson a little bit and just focus on her job, focus on her career, and just earn some money. She earned $93. Oh my goodness, she has some money. Yay. So she's not totally desperately broke. And she's literally thinking like, what if I married Max, for the money? But no, she's not that type of girl. She rather just struggle it out and just do her thing. And she's strong. She's a strong sim, and her life, you can definitely tell that she is strong, and she always has these questions. She will always have these questions of what ifs, and she's just glad she found friends like Amelia and Max and Grayson and Arlene and yeah, even freaking Helen, the Debbie Downer. Even Helen, she's glad she's found these people, because it kind of give her a jump start on her new life. And I'm glad you guys are here just witnessing this because man, you guys, I am excited for where her story is going to go and where her legacy is going to go. And I want you guys to experience it. And I do have another legacy family that I have been playing with off screen, off camera since the beginning of The Sims 4 that I do want to do like an update on, but I don't want it to overshadow Cara. I really don't, because I think her legacy is something that's going to be one everyone's going to enjoy, and I am not going to be done with creating so much drama that you guys are going to be falling out your seats like, oh my gosh, she did not. Yes, I did, boo boo. Yes, I did. I am gonna make you guys go crazy on this freaking let's play. So she's just continuously talking to her bestie, saying, I changed my career. I want to be a stylist. I want to be a trendsetter. I want to inspire people. And so Amelia is like, so you definitely should join our group. Like, that's awesome, girl. You are going on the right track. I'm so happy that you finally admitted the truth and that you are becoming the person you want to be and not what your parents want you to be. And she's like, I am so happy you are here. I'm so tired of living a double life. And it's such it's such like she in the same sense she's upset about the truth that came out, but she's also relieved that she at least gets to know more to the story than the freaking questions she has hanging around in her head. So at least now she kind of has some answers to her questions, and she's kind of figuring out that her parents and his parents did some shady things, and her parents vanished, and his parents and his sister died, and it's just tragic what's been going on and how their lives are intertwined. But like, Amelia's like, girl, you got more story, more fire, more spit than a llama does, than a camel do. Like, she's just like, girl, wow, I didn't know this was what you were going through. And she's like, you know what? And they just like pick back up. Like, their friendship there was no distance at all. And she does feel bad though that it has been a while that she has spent time with her. But she's like, look, my dead parents, man, have been driving me crazy with, you know, all these things in my life that's been going on, and I just had to just get away from the doctor field, and I'm sorry that I kind of got away from you too, and never again, girl, never again. So yeah, they're here just talking. And just getting to know one another, and I'm so happy. They're just, doing their thing. And she is hungry though, but I do want them to go and maybe go get something to eat. Hopefully she would go for it. I don't know. Let's see. They can travel. Um, Hopefully they'll be like, yeah, let's go. I could travel with you. It's 8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. They still haven't slept yet, so we gonna travel and see what they gonna get themselves into. What kind of restaurants they want to go to get something to eat? Because this girl's hungry, and now that she's $93 richer, maybe she can get something other than a glass of wine. Oh my goodness, you guys. I will see you there when they get something to eat because they are hungry. So Kara got home and she realizes that her lights are not on because she needs to pay her light bill, and she is pissed. She has to go to the bathroom and she is tired. She is hungry. She's kind of debating, does she pay her bill or does she cook herself something to eat to feed herself tonight? So, one thing at a time. We are going to let this girl use the bathroom, and we are going to see how much the bill is. $163. Oh, no. This girl can't afford it right now, so she might as well just cook herself something to eat and then go to work tomorrow, hopefully earning more money and hopefully earning a promotion. She don't work in 3 more days. Are you kidding me? So we have to basically harvest or fish or do something, you guys, to make her earn some money, or I have to start selling something. I'm probably gonna have to sell this mirror. I really don't want to, but I'm probably gonna have to. So she is just using the bathroom. I'm gonna check her needs really quick. She's hungry, she needs to go to sleep. Okay, so I don't want her to go to sleep on a hungry stomach, so I just want her to cook something really quick. Like nothing too serious. A garden salad, $3, yes, just single serving, you're gonna be fine. That's easy, quick, cheap. It leaves you with $90. Hopefully, it's New Year's Eve, you guys. And oh, so she's not like a Grinch like she was in Winterfest. She's actually likes some things for New Year's Eve. She actually likes the party spirit. She likes make resolutions, and what else? Count down to midnight, but she doesn't like the decorating. So, you guys, maybe in the next part she can hit up her girlfriends, and maybe Amelia can introduce her to Arlene, and they can, join together in the group and do something for New Year's Eve, just like a girls' night out in the town. I think that'd be really cool. I think Cara would really love that, and so she's just here beating, like basically cutting her fingers off for this freaking salad. She is hungry. Ew, gross, Cara. Stop doing that. So right now she's trying not to cut off any more fingers, and she is making her salad, just ready to eat really quick and go to sleep. I am probably going to sell this mirror so she can pay her freaking bills and her lights can get turned on and she could probably watch some TV. I don't know, to get her fun up or something. But tomorrow, yes, we will be going out with her friends just to forget about the last 3 days, 4 days, and I don't know. Hopefully, she can make it till she gets her promotion because it looks like she did a really good job. So hopefully she will get a promotion in the next part, you guys. Um, well, the next part after the next part, hopefully, because she has to wait 3 freaking days, you guys. Ooh, she leveled up in her cooking. Go, mama. I guess it does take blood, sweat, and tears. All right, you guys, this is X Sims Life here saying happy simming, and I will see you all next time. Just leave your comments down below on what you think, what you feel about this whole situation between her and Max, the whole situation between their freaking dead or alive parents, and oh my goodness, you guys, it's so much drama, but I'm so glad it's starting all in this beginning because I want you guys to be so well informed about what's going on because it's going to be the reason why her life takes the turn it does. And I'm so glad you guys are here to watch and enjoy it. And again, leave your comments down below. Like this video if you like it. Subscribe. Anyways, leave your comments. This is XM's Life here saying happy simming, and I will see you all next time.
Phone lighting up, cause you're back in town. It's been 92 days since you've been around. You had me